and I can't expect any backup from home. And you want me on my own to go in and capture the ringleader of this rebellion? Well, there's no reason you have to do it alone. If the rebels manage to get the local militia on their side, who's to say you can't do the same thing? You're saying I should convince the Russians and the rebels to join my side? It's not that complicated, man. Just think of it as procuring your allies on sight. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Procurement on sight? You're kidding, right? This isn't the same as catching fish and snakes, you know? You gotta try, Snake. Otherwise, everybody's gonna be gunning for you. The rebels, AD, and the Pentagon. And you're gonna bring us and Mayor Zero down with you. Oh, I do have some good news too. As luck would have it, we just sent a scout unit to the peninsula to gather intellect. It's an SFG unit. The Green Berets here. We lost contact with them a little while ago, but there might still be some survivors. If you rescue them, they'll help you out. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. Okay, I'll see what I can find. You okay, Roy? Snake, what are you doing back here? Found a key. Thought you might be interested in it. Окей, да, само да поясним. Ова е лик из овоga туторијала, што сум говорио, да сум почeo. Он ми je rekao gdje je izlaz iz moje ćelije. Mislim, on je prvo bio u toj ćeliji pa su ga premjestili i napravio se čuplji izlaz. Did you call for help? Nobody's coming. What? Seems they think I'm the one who's leading Fox. One who wiped out your unit. That's insane! And unless I clear my name, they're not letting me back into the country. And we can forget about someone coming to rescue us. Clear your name? But how? Break down the real roots of Fox's rebellion. Right? What? I need your help to pull this off. Me? Yeah, I need your skills as a green beret. Whoa, Snake, don't go getting any crazy ideas. What's so crazy about it? Look at me, my leg's broken, I can barely walk, but I've had this nasty fever for days. Alright, why don't you drive instead of walk? What do you mean? On a base this big, there's bound to be a personal transport vehicle or two lying around. Well, yeah, but and you don't need your legs to fire a gun, right? So, are you with me? Roy? Alright, I'm with you. Great, I owe you one. Jeez, who have got the legendary big dog? So the biggest. I'm leaving my speaker radio with you. Ukośnik kako mora hodati s vama. If anything happens, call me. Well, use frequency 14085. Press the select button to open the radio screen. Use the left and right directional buttons to adjust the frequency and press O button to make a call. Press the down directional button to put up a list of saved frequencies. I'll give you a ring if you start to get lonely. Znam da mi imam loše oponašanje, ali ne govori liko nikom. Okay, first things first, we need intel. Did you get some kind of briefing before the mission? First recon target we were given during the pre-mission briefing at Fort Bragg was here, the Soviet front-line patrol base. This will be our first target for information collection. I can take you there. I've got an idea of where it's located. Well, more like I don't know where any of the other facilities are exactly. It'll do. So, what's the plan? This place is packed with soldiers, the perfect target for our first recon. Get us as much intel you can. You should be able to extract useful information by listening in on soldiers. Alright, we'll go with your plan. Looks like we'll make a great team, Snake. Okay, let's get moving. Select the next mission. Stage to play, press the X button to play the briefing menu. Hit select, wait to kill. Не знам точно каква ми е to select mission here. Soldiers. Okay. Isn't that auto? This. Yes. Iskreno nemam niti pojma što sam točno kliknuo da bi započeo emisiju. Evo raspustimo. Svaki stalno pozivi. Okay, now get out of there. As us out of the situation. You can learn a lot from what the enemy is saying. Just get close to an enemy and listen carefully. I know you can do it. When you're approaching an enemy, hold the triangular button down as you move. That will muffle your footsteps during your approach. Got it. Something wrong, Campbell? No, it's just got dizzy for a second. Sure, you're alive, right? How's the fever? I'm fine, and there are more important things to worry about. Take care of yourself. We can't afford to have you out of action now. Yeah, I know. Obliterate all major cities. Give me a break. We've been watching too many movies. No, this ain't no joke. I heard that American officer, the one our boss brought in, say something about it. You mean that tight-assed bag leg? You should have seen that bastard's face. When the topic of the weapon came up, there must have been something in that document that arrived from HQ the other day. Probably just has a bad case of the runs. I know I do. This isn't a joke. Look, I know what you're saying. Aiming that thing at our motherland. That just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, it's suicidal. But it's just a threat, right? A bluff? He's an expert at this sort of manipulation. I hope you're right. Do you ever wonder what kind of weapon we're really storing? Sometimes, but this is not your run-of-the-mill nuclear missile we're protecting, that's for sure. Actually. Samo ovako. Pomoći. Ok, ove like da se bušu. Ok, spavio. To je. A ne kužim kako mogu spavati. Ok, ne znam, ne kužim zašto mi ne da spavati. Kako mogu spavati ako ih pogodim sa metkom? Ok, ovaj me čuo. Samo...
What was that?
Ok, stari moj, samo si ti lijepo pusti, sve će biti u redu, znaš.
Just my imagination. Huh?
Tako. Ok, da ima gdje sljedeći treba. Još jedan box. Ovo smo granate. To je dobro. Ok, samo kako se ja kupim. Ne. Znači, kontrola s na ovome užasna, apsolutno. Mislim, jedva igram, ne mogu užasno nije. Ne. Sakaj. Znači, dosta je ova kutija super malo da vam sluči. Dakle, tiško nakon. Dalje. Možda te kutije, možda neko novo oružje ili nešto, ne znam. Ali, znam da ako dojde, ako neka ne mislim, pištolj da se definitivno za mene. Jer, mislim, malo mi je irritantno ne pištolj. Okej. Ovo zadnji tog ću više onak ne znam. Da. Čekaj, možda ovdje. Ovo možda trebam ovdje. Ovdje. And moram da skočiti dok nisam ispred predmeta. Da. Iskreno ne znam, možda je neko super dobro oružje, možda nije, ne znam, ali nisam više ne znam kako bi to trebao. Tako da... Ovdje nešto? To se držim da Stadia Mika još uvijek mi prebrzo, jednostavno miče pištoljem. Hello, generale. Goodbye, generale. Secret document? Looks like you obtained some enemy documents. Good work. Oh, poof. It's back to the track. We'll take them after. Okay, nisam stigao pročitati. I nisam pokupio ima. Nisam znala da ću mi sjela odmah. About those documents you just found. Find anything interesting? You're going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. Try me. It seems that the rebels are actually planning to activate the new weapon they stole. The documents outline details of a launch plan. The date and the time aren't mentioned. But looks like we don't have much time. No way. They're in the middle of negotiations with Washington and Moscow. Even assuming this launch plan is real, it's got to be a bluff to strengthen their land. Maybe, but they experimented us Green Berets, their own comrades, without mercy or remorse. I don't think that they're too particular about means to their end. I hope it turns out I'm worrying too much. But if they are serious about this, it could ignite a global crisis. Snake, until we have a clearer picture of what's going on here, I think we should assume the worst. Better the overreact now and laugh at it later than ignore this and live to regret it. I can't argue with you on that. Right now, we're the only ones on this peninsula in a position to stop these guys. It's our duty to act before they launch that line. Yeah, you're right. Even so, the fact is there are only two of us and we can't do this alone. Got any ideas, Snake? When you were listening in on the enemy, did you get the feeling that maybe not everyone's satisfied with their commander? Yeah, some of them were dripping about it. Tell me, how hard do you think it would be to recruit some of those soldiers over to our side? Recruit them? Exactly. We could use any grievances they have against their leader to try and pursue them to join us. Showing discord among the enemy has been a basic element of psychological warfare since the time of Confucius, right? Play our cards right and we might be able to find out what's really going on. What do you think, Snake? Sergeant was saying the same thing. Yeah, it might be worth a try. I knew I could count on you. Now, first thing we gotta do is choose a suitable candidate. So, what exactly does that entail? I'm getting reports that soldiers unhappy with the rebellion can also be found in areas. That means you'll have to drag them back to the truck so we can all have a friendly chat about them joining our little resistance. Go out and give it a try. Oh, and one more thing. We've learned the name of the enemy's supreme leader. Who is it? His name is Gene. G-E-N-E. Gene? Okay then, let's get this mission started. Pick some place where there be enemies easy to convert. So, where to, big boss? Supply depot. Your task is to find a soldier there who harbors a grudge against Gene. Pay attention to what they say. Once you find the promising candidate, capture him. Got it? Yes, I got it, sir. Let's review. We're going to scout for soldiers with grudges against Gene. Listen to what the enemy is saying. Then once you've found someone ripe for the picking, grab and bring them back to the truck. The best time to get them is when they're alone. Once you've got the enemy alone, knock the sucker out. Now, there are several ways to knock an enemy out. You can shoot them in the head with your MK-22, or put them in a nice chokehold. Here's how to execute a chokehold. First, unequip your weapon so that you're bare-handed. To unequip a weapon, push the circle button once quickly. Then quietly sneak up behind the enemy. Push and hold the cube button together into a full Nelson. Once you've got his arm pinned, repeatedly tap the box button to choke. The sucker, sooner or later, he'll lose conscious. You can also pick the enemy up and carry him around when you're barehanded by holding the cube button while positing about his body. Then just drag the unconscious body back to the truck. That's it. Go get him. Da, probat ću više ne impresionirati. Bar pokušavati ne impresionirati, već ću samo činiti onako, da. Gdje se treba? Otvori se? Ne. Amo, ček ti meze još. Evo se mogu penjati. Ili su prema to igri se prije reklo. Okej, samo da nađem neprijatelja.
What the? Who's that?
Oružje i onda držim kocku. Aha, trebam držim nešto. I onda dregam. Ovo će biti sporo. O, da, okej. Ja sam zaboravio prisluškivati. Ne važno. Nadam se će biti isto.
Lost sight of the enemy.
Okay.
What the? What was that?
Pustite samo ovdje stavim. Okay, dio.
What happened?
Okay. Let's see. Nisam znala da ga mora samo onako udariti i da bi se odmah ustao. Cilja. Okej, ovo je nekim čudom uspjelo. Okej, lik da se drži ruke kao neki klokanje, ne znam što. Okej, da se svi samo ima medical kitove. Gdje mi je trak? Dolje. Tako stavljam.
We've lost sight of the enemy.
Super. Ajde, brzo. Yes. Ok, ja ne razumijem. Ok, samo smo ga trebali. Ja ne razumijem zašto se trebalo krenuti da bi ga mogli primiti da ostaje unutra.
You heal up pretty quick. Quick thinker too. They
Okay.
trained you well. You're a good soldier.
Ovo je malo bez veze, kako
who
sam
are
se
Call me Snake.
okrenuti.
Snake? Is that a code name? You must be with the Americans. Are you with the Fox unit too?
I'm not with the Americans or with Fox. I'm just a soldier.
Just a soldier. Then why?
We're here to stop Fox Unit from going renegade. A member of Fox named Gene betrayed the US government and stole a top-secret weapon. He plans to use that weapon and the warheads in this base as bargaining chips to negotiate with your country. But blackmail is more like it. We're here to put a stop to it. Our mission is to free the soldiers of the San Geronimo Peninsula from Gene's control and capture the traitors in the Fox Unit. I can understand if you're afraid of Fox, but we need others to help us free the Soviet soldiers on this peninsula. Will you join us?
You're here to save us? And you want me to help you defeat Gene?
What's so funny? You think he's been brainwashed?
Brainwashed? Is that what you think is happening here? A fine joke. But I'm afraid you two have it all wrong.
Wrong.
We didn't rebel because of Gene. Our country betrayed us first.
Ja mislim da sam ja
We
uzeo
have stood guard over this god-forsaken base,
krivog
unable to reach our friends and
vojnika.
loved ones because of the secrecy of our mission. The climate was brutal. The meals were meager. We watched as our comrades succumbed to disease or died fighting the Colombian government. And still we went on carrying out our mission, believing our efforts were all for the good of the motherland. And how did the motherland reward us? By stabbing us in the back.
You're talking about the Kremlin's policy shift. If the existence of this base came to light, the political fallout with the United States could fatally undermine Moscow's position in the strategic arms limitation talks that Brezhnev is promoting. That's why
We have no use for political rationales. What matters to us is that Mother Russia wiped this base from existence. And instead of allowing us to return home, the army erased all traces of communication and cut off our supplies. They sought to isolate the peninsula and make it look like this was all the work of a few out-of-control soldiers. We were abandoned by our own country.
That's why you decided to follow Gene?
Gene told us he would build us a nation. A nation not of soldiers, but for them.
Okej, da
Do
ja
not
stvarno
follow
sam
Gene
sva
out
krivog
of fear.
vojnika uzeo. Mislim,
He
nadam
will
se.
deliver us justice. The only thing we fear is losing that justice. That's why we follow him, not you. You'll never be able to stop him.
Justice, huh? The meaning of justice can change from one day to the next. A professional soldier never brings justice into the mission. The only ones who need a reason to fight are the ones who fight for a living. That's what my mentor told me. Politics are fickle. They change with the times. So long as we remain loyal to our countries, soldiers like us need nothing to believe in. She died out of loyalty. Not to justice, not to her country. To herself, for the mission.
Your mentor, the one who taught you the art of battle. Who was she?
They called her the boss. I killed her.
Ko?
Boss? The legendary soldier? And Snake, you must be Big Boss. You're the hero who killed Colonel Volgin at Groznygrad.
Prove your loyalty as a soldier. That's what the boss told me. I still don't know what she meant.
Prove your loyalty. Not to justice, not to your country, but to yourself. Does Gene truly plan to threaten the motherland?
Yes. Snake procured documents from a patrol station that confirm as much. If launched from this base, the weapon Gene stole could deliver a devastating blow to every major city in Russia. I know it's hard to believe.
No, I believe you. Not as a member of the Red Army, but as a soldier.
I appreciate it.
I will follow you. Snake, give me my mission.
Oh, Snake. Okay, Snake. What's the plan? Hey, Campbell. You sure you're alright? I'm fine. I'll get over it. Now, about your... if we're going to keep collecting intel, we need to pick up some more new recruits. Of course, I recommended putting together a unit of four soldiers, but if you want to continue on with a smaller unit, that's your call. So we need 2 more. For now, let's use the body system and pair you up with the one we just got. You can organize your unit using Manage over the briefing menu. Push the X button to bring up the briefing menu and select Manage. We'll put you and your new friend down as Team Alpha, alright? The new route is registered as a routine, so move that guy over to your team, Team Alpha. Don't forget you've got Bravo, Charlie, and Delta teams you can fill too. Comrades and fill those ranks. Just remember that there will be plenty of missions that only you can lead, so make sure you move to that team before deployment. If you need more detailed instructions, push the select button and view help screens. Okay. Ne. Push the X button to bring up. Okay, dat is normaal. Ja, die se miksali ništa. Ne. Aha. Ok. Mission i Manage. Ok. Snake. Team Alpha. Snake open. Ne. Tako. Ok. Close. Znači, Rookie, John Tan, select. Ne, ovo je dobro, vrati se natrag. On si to sve promenilo ime. Da, ok. Samo vrati. Na mission. Vrati. Mission, ok. Ja mislim da je to bilo to od ovoga streama. Hvala što ste gledali. Ako vam se svidjelo, molim vas ostavite like. Ako želite to što znati kada izbacim video, subscribe-ajte se i šerite video. Hvala vam još jedanput i